happy birthday to all my January babies. Woo woo. I don't know when your birthday is, but my birthday is in the month of January. And so I always like to use this time to reflect on what I'm doing right and what I could improve upon. And I wanted to share a little bit with you about my personal health journey and how I got to where I am now from where I was before and what it took to get me here. Because I think sometimes when you're looking at the mountain ahead of you and the changes you need to make, it can feel freaking insurmountable. Am I right? If somebody would have told me that I needed to lose 150 pounds to find some body peace, I would have told them that they were crazy. I wish back then that I would have had the mindset to be able to find peace in my body at any size while working on my health goals, but I wasn't in that place. And I can say that now I have body peace, but I still recognize that there are changes that I need to make, and that's a much healthier place to be than being trapped in this number-oriented mindset of I have to be a certain size or I have to be a certain body weight or what have you. I was the queen of starting over on Monday. Anybody else in that club? I would start a diet with full vigor, and by Tuesday I had piddled out. So I was the queen of starting over the following Monday. And so I was basically just dieting in circles, but dieting in circles got me up over 300 pounds and unable to do the things that I loved. The next thing that I needed to tackle on my health journey was all these little health issues that start to creep up as your body starts to put out signals that you might not be living your best life in terms of what you're doing to it. So I started dealing with some mast cell, then lipedema and lymphedema crept in. And I've had to really tackle those things one at a time. I think sometimes we look at all the things we have going on and we feel like we need to get them all under control at the same time. That's next to impossible. I always say whatever's closest to the boat might be what you need to catch first. So work on one thing and try and tackle that and get it under control, and then work on the next thing. And sometimes that's a little bit easier said than done, but there is a way that you can work on these things simultaneously without it seeming like you have to tackle them all. A lot of times getting one under control inadvertently makes something else better. So that's sort of the way that the body works as a whole system. So that's the next thing, is sort of tackling my health and making small goals for myself. Like today, my goal for today, literally for today, is to get more water in. That's not a goal for the whole week. That was my goal when I woke up because I know I didn't get enough water yesterday. Your goals can be short-term, they can be long-term, or they can be both. Whatever suits you. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. I don't ascribe to a one-size-fits-all approach. Your DNA is not like anybody else's DNA. Sure, there are food groups that may be more inflammatory than others, but only you know what's inflammatory for you. So with that said, I think that, figuring out what works for you is what works for you in regard to what you eat, how you move, what you think is comfortable for your body, and all of those things. You get to be the manager of your body, which is a huge freedom that we have, and one of the main ways that we get to take control. The last thing is, I realized that I spent so many years sitting on the sideline watching other people live life. They were living and doing the things that I wanted to do. I would watch women walk on the beach with their kids without a cover up on or a towel wrapped around their waist. And man, I wanted to be that lady, but I just could not get there. I wanted to go out in a kayak. I wanted to go on an amusement ride without worrying that the lever wasn't going to go over me when I sat down in the roller coaster, or that I was too heavy to be on the ride. I wanted to wear the clothes I wanted to wear. I wanted to be able to go to exercise classes if I wanted to and do the things that I wanted to do. Whatever it was, I felt like my health and my body were sort of holding me back. And I realize now that it wasn't my health and my body holding me back. It was actually my mindset, because if I would have changed my mindset sooner, I would have had more success working on my goals. So for what that's worth, appreciate your body for the amazing body that it is while working toward your goals, and break down your goals into short bite-sized pieces. And if I can help you in any way, I would love to help you. But if I'm not the person to help you, then find somebody to help you, because having a support system is vital when you're trying to make changes, because this shizzle is hard. And knowing that you can bounce ideas or scream or talk in community with other people is so helpful. I wish you a wonderful month if you are a January birthday baby, and I look forward to seeing you in 2024 here on my Crave Nourishment page. Bye-bye.